All right, are we ready?
Go.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to our Healthy Wellness Cabinet of Swaps and Secrets. And we're excited that you're here tonight. And as we talk about something that can make a huge difference for you and your family, and it's about creating healthy medicine cabinets. Now, we know that you could be doing a million other things tonight. So thank you for choosing to spend this time with us. And you know what? We're going to keep this under 45 minutes, and I promise it's going to be worth it to you. Tonight is all about keeping your immune system strong every day and making sure you have a natural medicine cabinet stocked and ready for whatever life throws your way this fall. Instead of filling your cabinets and your shelves with things that just mask symptoms, tonight we're going to look at some simple swaps. Things like triple defense boost, defend and resist, an electrolyte hydration and focus drink, stomach smoothing complex, chewable calcium magnesium. All of these products help us feel better, recover faster, and support our health naturally, along with a daily sustainable protein power up bundle that will be the first line of defense for your body. Okay, let's make this interactive. We love the chat bar and we love a healthy, active chat bar. So before we dive in, I'd love for you to pop in the chat where you're zooming in from, who invited you here tonight, and what's one thing that you always keep in your medicine cabinet. We love to see your answers. This way we can make sure that what we share tonight connects with what you're most interested in. And if we don't touch on it, make sure you reach out to the person who invited you here tonight so that we can answer it later. Now, here's how tonight's going to flow. First, we're going to talk about building daily immune strength, and we'll share a very special product bundle that we put together just for you. Now, we want to offer you simple swaps that can help keep your medicine cabinet healthy, and rest assured, we're not about quick fixes or trendy fads. So let me introduce myself. My name is Elena Giacomin Dennis, and I'm not just here as your host, but maybe someone who's been where you are now. I was a single young mom of two little girls and was always low on energy, craved chocolate, and felt like I was failing my daughters and myself. I was introduced to a healthy lifestyle and products that could not only help me, but also healthy swaps that gave me energy, helped me feel alive again, and gave my girls healthier options in their growing up years. And I learned to have a whole new medicine cabinet. Now, we've got some amazing guest speakers who will each share their favorite products for a natural favorite, they'll share their favorite products for a natural medicine cabinet and how they'll use them and how they have been using them in real life. And at the end, you can shop. So start putting things in your shopping cart, because for every item you put in your cart, you're going to get one entry into our drawing. You can close out your cart between tonight and Friday midnight Pacific time. And for new members and those of you that can see yourself sharing with your friends and family, you can become a new ambassador and you will receive a free gift when your order is $175 or more. We'll tell you more about that later. Now, we'll share a special bundle offer for you that you don't want to miss, so stay to the end. Now, what makes Shaklee different? It comes down to three things: uncompromised quality. Every ingredient is tested for purity, potency, and safety, and we do over 100,000 quality tests every year. Proven results. Shaklee's products are backed by over 100 clinical studies and published research, plus the landmark 20-year study showing that Shaklee users had healthier biomarkers than non-supplement users. We have always been safe, always green, beyond organic standards, non-GMO, and formulated without harmful chemicals. Shaklee was the first company in the world to produce a multivitamin and the first company to be climate neutral. Okay, are you excited yet? So let's get started. Let's add life, strength, vitality, and health in our homes. And I want to introduce you to Mary. And Mary, I want to turn this over to you and share with us the first line of defense that has become a daily support for all of the hosts on this webinar.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Elena. Hi, everyone. I'm really glad to be here. And I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Before Shaklee, I struggled with allergies and I relied on sinus medication every day. And I never thought that nutrition or protein could help. But once I got on a good program, I no longer needed medicine like I did in the past. So it really opened my eyes to nutrition and how I bought groceries for my family and what I served for my family. And I'm excited tonight to share with you the importance of protein in your immune system as we go into the fall and into our kids are going back into school. And a lot of people are having colds, they're having fall allergies, things like that. So we're going to talk about things that we can do to boost your immune system. So, like I said, as we head into fall, we all know what's coming. Kids are back in school. Colds, flu, like I said, are around the corner, and our immune systems are about to be tested. The very best defense isn't waiting till you get sick. It's building your immune system and your resistance before the cold and flu season. It starts right now with the right fuel, and one of the most overlooked parts of your immune system is actually protein. So, our immune system is powered by proteins, antibodies, immune cells, even the signaling molecules your body uses to fight off a virus. They're all built into the amino acids which come from the protein that we eat. Without enough protein, your body can't repair tissue, can't build immune cells as effectively, and you feel weaker overall. That's why daily protein intake is so important, especially for adults over 50 and for kids and for families going into the school year. So, do you get enough protein? I thought I did. And still, I started really tracking my protein. Most adults, especially over 50, fall short on daily protein. The goal should be around 30 grams of protein at each meal. And that should be a minimum of what you're working towards. So, how many grams do you think you're getting on a typical day? We have a tracking sheet for you if you're curious about how much protein you're actually getting. Because you would probably be actually very surprised. Either you're doing very well or you're very low.
Hey, Mary, oh, there you are.
Oh, you can't see me? Oh, I'm
Good to
sorry.
see you. We always saw it was a piece of paper, I think.
Okay, okay. No, I had something over the screen. So thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go to the next slide. So how many grams, put in the chat, how many grams of protein do you think you get a day? That would be extremely, valuable and really assessing where you are. So my go-to every morning is my Life Shake. It's like brushing my teeth. If I go out the door and I forgot to brush teeth, I'm going to get back in my car and I'm going to drive back home and I'm going to brush my teeth. Same thing happens with my protein because I know that how it will make me feel at 4 o'clock in the afternoon if I didn't take my protein. So I aim to get 30 to 40 grams of protein first thing in the morning. So we know it's so important for our immune system, so important how we start our day. It's a great way to start for your kids and everyone in your family. Okay, next slide. So we also have collagen. So I often add collagen to my shake mix. So when I'm looking at my protein, my Life Shake, I'm getting 20 grams of protein in my Life Shake. I'm adding my collagen and I get another 10 grams there. And then if you're adding it to dairy, you're getting another 8 grams there if you're putting 8 ounces in. And so there's lots of ways that you can increase the amount of protein that you're getting on a daily basis. It's really nice today that we also have Modere collagen products that are now part of the Shaklee portfolio. And we have even more ways to support healthy skin, which is a big one for me, and to really help the connective tissue while boosting your overall wellness. So there's many reasons why we want to increase our protein, and we have multiple products to help you do so. Okay, next. So really excited, actually really excited. I have one. This is coming out October 1 for all of you to order. It's a refreshing, fun, and easy drink. Love it over ice. It is an amazing 40 grams of protein in a single can. It's perfect for busy days. If you have an energy drop at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe when your kids are coming off of school or you've been busy throughout the day and you're just kind of like, ugh, I need to take a break. I don't have the energy. I don't have the focus that I really want to have. This is a perfect time to have your energy protein. It triggers a strong and sustained rise in GLP-1. In fact, 47% in one can. It's similar to a full meal. So who struggles in the chat, put in the chat, who struggles with hitting your protein goal daily? So if you think of 0.8 grams and you weigh 150 pounds, then you need a minimum of 75 grams of protein. So there are starting to be more products on the market. But what I want to show you in this chart is that the Shaklee Sparkling Protein stands above any of the other products that are now out there on the market. For one thing, it has more protein than any other of the drinks that are out there. It's pure, it's clean, and it has only 160 calories. The one thing that Shaklee protein products have is leucine. And leucine is an amino acid that tells your body to drive protein into the muscle. And so many people, you know, with all the ads and everything, they're looking at GLP-1 support because they know that's very important for your immune system and weight loss. The problem with the GLP-1 is that you lose muscle. And 1 pound of muscle burns about 50 calories. 1 pound, 1 to 2 pounds of fat burns about 1. So why, when you're looking at weight loss and health and energy and physical strength, you want to, as you age, make sure that you are maintaining or absolutely building more muscle. It's zero sweeteners. It's sweetened with a monk fruit, and it's been clinically proven to really help boost the GLP-1 support that so many people are looking for. So if you're interested in that slide, let us know. We'll be happy to supply that for you. This Nutriferon is one of my very favorite products. It's like an exclusive blend of plant extracts, and it helps to boost your body's own interferon. And the way it was explained to me is interferon, if you look at the whole scope of your immune system, there's so much. There's white cells, T cells, phagocytes, you know, I mean, a whole long list. And if you think of interferon, it's like and compare it to an orchestra. There's so many instruments in an orchestra, and interferon is your conductor of your entire immune system. So it's really a defense. It helps build your immune system. Shaklee, when they first came out with it, they let us know that 48 hours after you are on Nutriferon, they can measure the difference in your immune system. So it is my go-to product every single day. I don't miss a day. And this is a product that also has helped so many people with allergies. Next. So one of the things that maybe you heard as you were growing up, the importance of vitamin C for your immune system. And sometimes we forget about how important vitamin C is and how much vitamin C that we need. It's very important for your skin, all mucosal membranes, your natural immune barriers. It boosts white blood cells. It strengthens your first line of defense. That's why so many times people will, when they feel the scratchy throat and so forth, they'll start taking it mega doses at that time. But it's something that you really should be having on a daily basis. It's a potent antioxidant. It protects your immune cells from oxidative stress and damage. So we're going to have a deep dive into the power of vitamin C next Wednesday with another webinar. I hope you will join us. Reach out to the person that's invited you here. We will be posting so that you can join us. We're going to learn about how vitamin C keeps our immune systems strong. So we have, Elena mentioned a very easy way to get started getting your protein. As I said, I start my day every day with my Life Shake. It's a meal and it gives you 20 grams of protein, but it also has, it helps build with probiotics. So it's very important for your gut health. And 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So we need to take care of not only the protein that gives the reaction and helps build the immune system, but we also need the probiotics and the fiber in our colons to boost our immune system. This is a 30-day Power Up protein. It includes a free membership, free shipping, and you get a free can of the sparkling protein. And that is so fun. And if you want, if you go to and add a Nutriferon or a vitamin C, then you will have your choice of 2 free products that are valued around $50. So this is the place to start. So I hope the takeaway of all of this is that you really understand that fueling your immune system with daily protein is so, so important. Add Nutrifuron to boost your natural defenses. Be proactive as we head into the fall and back to school season. You can make a difference in your own health and the health of your families. So next, we're going to learn how to use and have a herbal medicine cabinet, and I'm going to turn it over to Maureen Biggers for this part of the program.
Well, hello, my name is Maureen Biggers, and in line with other introductions, my background is nursing, and then I taught nursing and have been in Shaklee for many years and really got pulled in through the nutrition and what Shaklee was doing out there. I love, everything that Mary said. You really need to embrace that as your foundation, because without your foundation, you're going to be sick all the time. But you will, there's life surprises, right? So you can't prevent from being exposed to every virus. So we're going to talk about our natural medicine cabinet. And this is truly one of my very favorite things because I feel like when you go to your medicine cabinet, you're dealing with as many side effects from all the drugs that are in there as you are with the basic problem that you're dealing with. Conventional medicine cabinets equal quick fixes and the side effects. Then comes your natural alternatives, which are going to be safe, effective, and science-backed. These 5 things, we could add more, but tonight we picked a top 5. They will prepare you for cold, flu, stress, and stomach upsets. And that's kind of the season we're in right now. And that's what's going to start going around because it's just that time of year. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is Triple Defense Boost. absolutely one of my very favorite things. It combines vitamin C, zinc, quercetin, and polyphenols. It's truly a seasonal immune shield, and you want to use this at the first time of exposure. And there are several things tonight that I'll talk about that literally, when you feel like you're getting sick, the duplication goes from in about 8 hours from maybe 1,000 of a virus to 10,000, but then each one is duplicating. So you're literally getting into the billions of virus in your body. If you get out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, when you first wake up and you feel like you've got that scratchy throat, I would say, without exaggeration, that 8 to 9 times out of 10, if I get up and take something like Triple Defense Boost, I wake up in the morning and it's not there. So you can, because one of the things that are in the Triple Defense Boost is quercetin. And quercetin alone is an antioxidant protection. It helps neutralize free radicals in the body and reduce oxidative stress in the body. It gives you immune support. So it's going to help balance your immune response. And that's kind of what you're starting to fight. It actually helps with heart health. It supports blood pressure and circulation, and it reduces vessel inflammation, but it also helps with cholesterol. So, you look at everything that this is doing. It has an allergy and respiratory relief response. It's kind of a natural antihistamine, and it will reduce allergy and asthma symptoms. It has antiviral and anti-inflammatory effect. I was telling people during COVID, it will stop the replication of a virus. So we were highly recommending this during COVID. And brain health, it will help protect neurons, reduce neuroinflammation, and help support memory and cognition. Now, that's just one ingredient in here. Dr. Westerdahl, who's doing our program next week on vitamin C, I talked to him when this product first came out because I was so excited about it, and talked to him about kids. And he said it's a little too powerful for kids. And after talking to him, what I decided to do was every day I take the Hydrate, the old Performance, but it's the Hydrate, and I put it in I have it in a small can. I make this up ahead of time. And then I will open up several packets of Triple Defense Boost, stir it in, and that's it's called my CNC formula. That's for Calvin and Charlie. And they know, they come in and they will make it on their own. We have a little scoop in there. They do a little scoop. So every time, and they call that their juice. They have that every single time they come to my house. That's their juice. So, just, make sure you keep that one in the very front of your natural medicine cabinet. It's an amazing product. If you look at Triple Defense compared to Emergen-C or Airborne, when to use, it is absolutely the cleanest and most effective without artificial colors or anything on the market that you could possibly be taking. So, yay for Triple Defense. And I could almost end my talk right there, but there's more to it. Okay, next we're going to talk about Defend and Resist. Defend and Resist is echinacea, elderberry, and zinc. So some people want to take zinc. This is absolutely way more powerful than just zinc because of the echinacea, the elderberry, and the zinc. And it's your first defense when symptoms appear, again, middle of the night. And I would suggest you know where this stuff is, because when you get up in the middle of the night, you don't want to start looking for it then. Know where it is. If you think you might start getting sick, put it on your bedside stand. You can chew, swallow, or dissolve this into tea. And this has several anti-inflammatory effects on the body. It has antioxidant protection. It protects cells from oxidative stress. Believe it or not, it even has wound healing and skin health properties. I'm talking about the echinacea. And, it also can help reduce mild anxiety, something you'd never think about. But that's our defend and resist, and an absolutely powerful thing to keep at your bedside. Look at this compared to Airborne, Coldies, and Zicam. So if those things are the things that you're going to, sometimes I can't believe what people pay for those things and what is in them. But truly, at first symptom, you want to take Defend and Resist. It's in a tablet form, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. It's an herbal plus mineral synergy, and that's the echinacea, the elderberry, and the zinc. It's very cost effective, extremely cost effective. So great thing to have. Next thing on our list is performance for electrolytes. This is for rehydration. We have two different things that we're showing here. And what the can on the right is a bigger can, and that's what a lot of people that have been around a long time call performance. It's now Hydrate, and it's an endurance electrolyte drink. And on the left, you're going to have less calories, less sugar. It's in a packet. It's certainly convenient, but either one is going to give you rapid hydration. It's going to give you clean electrolytes, and it's great for kids or athletes on recovery. When I told my story about all three of my girls winning a fifth grade cross country race, this is what I gave them. And I remember way back when this was first introduced, they said, this will get into your bloodstream in 17 seconds. That stayed in my mind forever. And I made sure I painted that visual image in the girls and made sure they drank it right before the race. This is also the thing. One more quick story when you go back to that. When my mom, they called me when my mom was in assisted living, and they said, we're bringing her to the hospital and she's just not coherent. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know who we are. I said, give me 15 minutes. I'll be there. And I went down there and I made her a glass of Hydrate, and she got halfway through the glass and she was completely coherent and knew who I was. So when you have older people that are dehydrated, this is a wonderful product for them. So kids, older people, everybody in between. So look at this compared to Gatorade or Pedialyte. And I can tell you nightmare stories about Gatorade, but it's just not what you're looking for a rehydration drink. So we have no artificial colors or flavors, and it's only 10 calories per serving. It is really a clean and very, very effective drink. So keep the Hydrate, one form or another. You've got to keep that. And when kids are getting sick, or if they've been throwing up and they, or they have diarrhea, this is your go-to product. This replaces all that stuff. This is the clear liquids. When the doctor says keep them on clear liquids, this is what you want to do, because they need everything else that's in there. They need the electrolytes also. Perfect. Thanks. Okay. Next, we have Soothing Stomach Complex. Wonderful. Peppermint, ginger, fennel. This calms nausea, indigestion, and upset stomach, and it's gentle and incredibly travel friendly. When you look at what does the peppermint do? The peppermint alone, it will relax your digestive tract. It's the thing that will help reduce cramping and bloating. And it also helps with trapped gas in your body, just the peppermint. And it may also help when people talk about having IBS symptoms, just sort of that chronic problem that they have with the colon. This can really help with that. And then you look at the ginger. Helps. That's what really helps reduce the nausea and the vomiting. It speeds up gastric emptying, which can be very helpful. You get a lot less bloating. And it's very effective for motion sickness and pregnancy. So this is really a very powerful product when you need it. How does that compare? Look at the things that people are pulling: Lactaid, Zantac, Dramamine, and all of these are going to have a variety of side effects. Look at on the Dramamine, you've got the drowsiness, the dry mouth, the blurred vision. The Zantac, you've got headache, constipation, dizziness. You really have to decide before you take those things, is it worth the side effects, right? And then you look at ours. There's really very few side effects and very big good effects that you get. So really, really wonderful product. Next, chewable CalMag, and again, that's one of my go-tos every day, and I'll tell you why in a second, but it supports relaxation and quality sleep. It restores sleep and improves immunity, and it is great for stress or restless nights. So what I've started doing is I take 2 in the morning and 2 at night before I go to bed. And I really suffer from restless leg. And reach out if you have any questions about that. But this is one of my go-tos that makes a huge, from what you can put in your body perspective. But the calcium, the magnesium, the magnesium alone has a huge effect on stress management. So it helps with mood and brain function. And then the magnesium is stored in bones. And it works with calcium and vitamin D to build bone health. So it's really critical that we're getting enough magnesium in the body. Believe it or not, it has to do with energy production. It's required for what we call ATP production. It's something that is really your, I guess you would call it, it's like your energy currency in the body. And without magnesium, cells cannot efficiently make energy. Did you know that? Also, it's good for sleep and relaxation. And it not only improves the quality of sleep, but it helps reduce restlessness at night. So definitely a go-to. And look at we're comparing that to. We're comparing it with Tums and Tylenol PM. Tylenol PM, I do believe, and I mentioned this, and I was going to go back and confirm it, but whenever you're taking Benadryl, and it can really cause a lot of restlessness. So it can really have a counter effect. So sometimes the Tylenol PM is not good for people. I mean, they react the opposite way. And it can really induce drowsiness. But when you look at the calcium, magnesium, it's really only positive effects that we're having. And it really helps give us a natural mineral balance in the body. It's safe, it's effective, there's no dependency, stress support, and good quality sleep. Good stuff. I keep that in my bedside stand. So, because I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into bed and realized I didn't take it. So now I keep a bottle at my sink and a bottle in my bedside stand. So the 5 swaps, in summary, the triple defense boost, that's the daily shield. That's what I give the kids every time they come. That's what goes in the hydrate. Defend and resist, first line of defense. Performance electrolytes, hydration support, and that's where you're getting all your we don't need just water, we need electrolytes, and that's where we're getting it. Soothing stomach complex, great for tummy relief. And the chewable calcium magnesium for a good night's sleep and all kinds of other things. How it fits with daily support. Protein plus Nutrifluoron. That's where Mary started. And then your natural medicine cabinet for all the what ifs. And then together, proactive and be prepared. So obviously, you can't run out and get these things when you start to feel sick. So it's really important. When I travel, I will put in little teeny small baggies, the kind of things you would put like earrings in. And I will put things like the CalMag. I need even a bigger baggie for that. But like the Defend and Resist, any of the little things that I need to carry with me. And then I just put them aside in a baggie. And then if anybody needs them on the trip, I've got my little baggie of all those things. And next
Is me.
is you. Let me pass it off to Robin.
Oh my God, thank you, Maureen. Wow. Let's take a moment to thank our amazing speakers tonight. I gotta admit, it's been a bit of a stressful day. And I think we all might just have a glass of wine when we're all done with the webinar tonight. But I really want to thank everybody because there was some really, really valuable information there. There's some stuff that I didn't even know, so I really appreciate that. But what I really love hearing from all of you are your stories, because that is what is so moving. And there's no denying the impact of Shaklee products. There just isn't. The impact that they've had on all of our lives. When I was first introduced to Shaklee, none of this nutrition was not on my radar. It was like, that wasn't even a thought in my mind. So, but now after using Shaklee for over 40 years, I can honestly say that it's made such a huge difference in my health and in my family's health. And that's why I get so excited about sharing this with other people. And I know you all feel the same way. So, here is the special offer tonight. We've talked about it a few times. Wait a minute. Where is my special offer? There it is. I went past it. Sorry. So if you join as a new member with our 30-day Protein Power Up bundle, it's $150. And as a new member, you get free membership, you get free shipping. And again, it includes 2 of our amazing Life Shakes. So that's a whole month's worth of Life Shake. You get the Collagen 9 pouch, which is 28 servings. So you get like almost a whole month of that. And you get to try the brand new Sparkling Protein with 40 grams of protein, which is just, I don't know. I can't even, like, how do they do that in this liquidy, wonderful lemon lime flavor, amazing thing. I just totally love it. So the very cool thing is that right now, this pack for $150 that's normally only available to people who are just coming into Shaklee, who are just joining us, it's available to any of our customers. So if you are already a Shaklee customer, you can purchase this for $150, which is a really good value. So I love that. Be sure to grab it while you can. Now, if you aren't yet a Shaklee member and your order is $175, so say you buy that bundle and then you add a Nutriferon or a vitamin C or maybe one of the other products that we've talked about, you will get a free gift. So you will get either another Collagen 9 packet, so you have another month's worth because you're going to love it, or you would get this beautiful Youth Moisture Lock Day Cream, which you are going to love these products. Either one that you pick, you're going to love them. Make sure you use the Collagen 25 code or Day Cream 25 when you check out. You got to do that. Okay. Now, plus when you join as a member, there's other perks. It's not just that, but you get 15% off of all your orders forever. So that's a really good deal. Plus you get free or flat rate shipping depending on the size of your order. And then we have a loyalty program where you can get extra bonuses. There are certain products that give you another discount Plus you earn points to actually use your points to get more product. So it is a really awesome program. Oh, and I want to say something before I move on to that next one. But so if you can see yourself maybe sharing these products with other people, you might want to consider joining as an ambassador. We are all ambassadors of Shaklee, if you haven't figured that out already. Ambassadors get all the same membership benefits as a member, plus you get the opportunity to make some extra income. And we really do have one of the most lucrative compensation plans in the industry. So if you're curious about that, just curious, talk to the person who invited you tonight, get your questions answered, and they will make sure that you get all of your entries into our drawing. And speaking of drawing, for every product you purchase before midnight, Friday, so you got 2 days, a little over 2 days, we're going to give you one entry into our giveaway. So the more products you add, the more chances you have to win one or maybe two of these items that we picked especially for this event tonight. They're kind of cool and we had fun picking them. It's always fun to pick out stuff that we can give away. I love it. Oh, and finally, before we wrap up, I want to make sure you know about the next Wednesday's event that you've heard mentioned a couple of times. It's called the Vitamin C Story. And our guest speaker is Dr. John Westerdahl, who actually worked with the famous Dr. Linus Pauling. He pioneered research on vitamin C and immunity. So you don't want to miss this one. It really is a fascinating story. So make sure that you stay in touch with the person who invited you so you can get the link to next week's event. All right. I just want to thank you so much for being here tonight. We know there are other places you could have been, but we appreciate you being here with us tonight. And if you're listening to the recording, thank you for sticking around and listening to the recording. We appreciate that. You know, your health matters. And I hope that you're leaving tonight feeling empowered and maybe a little more prepared. We are grateful for your time and we look forward to helping you start your journey with Shaklee. Good night, everybody.